Good afternoon and welcome to Regina, Saskatchewan, University of Regina's Centre for Kinesiology, Health and Sport as we get set to bring you play-by-play description of the bronze medal game. It is the Valley Christian Academy Lions taking on the Ross Stern Longhorns. Final preparations are underway. We thank you for joining us on this broadcast today. It's Daryl Rummeld alongside Shelby Adams for your call today. We will have your starting lineups and we will have your officials in just a moment. It's been an exciting weekend of volleyball here in Regina, Shelby.
Absolutely, Daryl. There's been some great teams here, some hard-fought battles. I was watching a little bit yesterday as well, and lots of games going to the third set, so a lot of teams fairly evenly matched here this weekend, but we're down to the final four.
And we call a lot of women's volleyball here, of course, because the University of Regina Cougars are the lone team representing Canada West Athletic Conference and youth sports here. Now we get a chance to see for ourselves some high school boys volleyball, and man, oh man, do they look sharp so far.
Yeah, it's really exciting to have some boys volleyball back in the gym here, and it's a bit of a different game, Daryl. As we know, women typically have very long rallies. Oftentimes with men's volleyball, the rallies aren't quite so long because big hit and it's off a block or it's straight down. So we'll see what kind of rallies we get here tonight.
Yeah, we saw the game before this. You see the score on your screen, VCA, and who will be playing in the gold medal game later is the Regina Christian Grizzlies. That was all gas, no brakes.
Absolutely, they were hungry here. I believe that they're possibly one of the hosts here this weekend. Are they, Daryl? We don't know. Anyway, regardless, they're lots of competition here this weekend, and really exciting for these young players, these high school students to be able to play here at the University of Regina. Coming some from small towns, some from their high schools in the city here, and getting a chance to play on the big stage here at the university. We've got a nice crowd on hand here tonight for the bronze medal game, cheering on their respective teams.
I apologize. The athletic director trying to give me some traffic from down at court level. It's hard to hear in this gym because there's a few fans in the crowd here tonight. We're going to get set for play-by-play description of this volleyball game. Thank you so much for being with us today. Your officials will be Ryan Jenny and Curtis Brzezinski. We've got some fine volunteers on the lines. Didn't get their names. We'll share those if we do come across those. We'll take you down to center court for some introduction of your starting lineups. There are your starters for the Ross Stern Longhorn small roster, Shelby. So we'll take you through who will be on the court to start this one. Will be number 1, Dimitri Matrunik. Number 2, Nick Elder. Number 4, Wency Mayozon. Number 8, Jeshua Bandit. 9, Jesse Wood. And 11, Eli Enns. Watch the VCA Lions come onto the court here in just a moment. But nice to see a small school make it to where they have here in the 3A bronze medal game.
Yeah, like I said, it's pretty exciting for students, especially in smaller communities, to get a chance to come and play in a larger city venue like this. One interesting distinction I'm noticing here tonight: the Longhorns doesn't look like they're going to be running a libero system, but the Valley Christian Academy will be tonight. So we'll see how that plays out.
Your starters for Valley Christian Academy, the Lions, who got themselves here earlier in the day, will be number 9, Sean Jensen, 16, Asher Redekop, number 4, Ari Guggenheimer, number 11, Zephyrin Baird, number 3, Ty Yasunuk, number 7, Carter Enns, and the libero, as Shelby mentioned, will be number 12, Seth Neufeld. We are moments away from opening serve. This is exciting. This is why we play sports. This is why we love sports here in Saskatchewan.
Yeah, so one distinction that from our normal gig here, Daryl, is usually with the university, we're best of 5 sets tonight. These guys need to get it done in less time. It's a best of 3, with that third set going to 15 points instead of 25. So not a lot of time for big runs of errors or mistakes here tonight.
I mean, they don't have a lot of bench depth here for Rostern, so maybe that's why they've chosen not to go with the libero. But what's the difference in the game planning if you don't choose to use one?
Difference in your game planning, you just need to rely on the passers of everybody on the court, everybody with a strong passing. If somebody's struggling out there, you may just have to call a substitution, inserting one player into the game, taking another out versus just that quick switch with the libero. But my assumption, if they're not running a libero, is that they have some fairly decent passers all throughout their team, and we'll see. And
only 3 subs to get it done with. Rostern is moving from your broadcast right to left in their blue jerseys, black trim, and they will serve first. Opening pass is bobbled, continues on. Free ball into the backcourt, taken out by the libero, tipped up and over, off a hand, and the first point will go to VCA, the Lions, who are working from broadcast left to right in their purple and black jerseys. They've been the more enthusiastic, the crowd here.
Yeah, so the first few points here will just be getting the nerves out for both teams here, so we'll see who can settle in and play their game the quickest here.
Ty Yazianek is the service. As VCA goes to work, quick tip, double hit, can't get the pancake, is number 11, Eli Enns. Ball touches ground, 2 points for VCA.
Definitely, they definitely have some crowd support here tonight. A lot of fans cheering down there.
And the bench is loud, enthusiastic as well. Tip is up. Nice dig there, getting up towards the net, and that is the first mental mistake from the Lions.
Yeah, just a bit of a miscommunication there between libero and the front row middle of who is going to take that second contact. They just need to take charge there and go after that ball early.
Here is Jeshua Bandit on the serve. The set is up, nicely handled, still alive. Good recovery from Nick Elder. The set is up, quick spike right down the line. That's a beautiful hit from Carter Enns.
Valley Christian Academy just firing on all cylinders here middle, and one thing I've just noticed here is their left side hitter out there, number 12, Seth Newfield, is a left-handed hitter. So
nice block at the net. Towards the back row, out of bounds. Sorry about that, continue.
That's okay, so Newfield, a left-handed hitter, so they're going to have to, Rostern's going to have to make an adjustment there. Probably more cross-court balls being hit there due to him being a lefty.
Serve from Guggenheimer. It's a fun name to say. Great serve, and that one's hit right down the line. Great return from Eli Enns. So far, when they've needed a big play, it's come from 11.
Yeah, both teams getting some really nice hits here, sort of unassisted with blocks. So again, both teams are going to want to get up there and slow that ball down a little bit and get a touch on that block. Slow it down for their back row.
Tipped up and over. There's contact. Still
nice
alive.
Save.
Hasn't always been clean, but it's been effective. A free ball coming. Going back to work is Rostern. There's the set. Ends down. Nicely done. Paints the sideline.
Yeah, Rostern wanted a ball handling call there. Their opposition, they looking for a carry call, but didn't get it, so play continues.
All of the opening attempts have been handled with a set, which is an interesting approach so far.
That's a great swing there. Number 7, Carter Enns out of the middle. Great arm action.
Carter Enns at the service line. Eli Enns doing most of the damage for Rostern, and it's 5-3 very early on for the home side. Service is short.
Oh no.
Right up towards the net, trying to keep it alive. And they do, or do they? There's contact with the net.
Oh.
We're going to call it a double contact, in fact. 6-3 VCA.
Yeah, interesting call on the referee there. I could maybe see a carry. I'm not sure where the 2 contacts call is coming in there.
I don't think they're calling it a block at the net. I think they were calling that a first contact, then he went down, swooped that back up. Maybe the position of how far the ball got over, I'm not sure. Service short again. Set is up. Looking for Enns. There he is. That one is received well. Back row attack coming.
Oh!
Didn't quite get all he wanted on it. Set up for Enns again. Blocked this time. It's up twice. Can they keep it alive? It's going to be close. And not enough. Good effort from Jeshua Bandit.
Yeah, it's a great effort by Roster, and pretty tough to get that third contact over, and they're just going for everything. That's the difference with the bronze medal game here.
I'm going to use a really dated reference. The Roster and Longhorns so far are using the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air approach, which is pass it to Will, and Will in this case is Eli Enns, as that one sails into the net. 8-3. It looks like we might have our first timeout called by Roster, and we do. And this one shall be us to be about just calming the nerves.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, the Rostern's just struggling a little bit with their first pass right now, just lacking a bit of ball control. And I think that's just going to be due to nerves at this point in the first set. So yes, absolutely. Coach just trying to settle his team in there. They know they can get a pass. The Valley Christian Academy not necessarily serving tough. They're not sending bullets over on their serve, so they should be able to handle those fairly easy.
Valley Christian out of Osler, Saskatchewan, if you were unaware. Rostern, they had a little break before getting into this contest. They were playing at another school in town, made their way over to the university gym. VCA has been here. Long weekend of volleyball for these kids, these young men.
Yeah, this is the last weekend of high school volleyball. Club volleyball will start shortly after this, so if any of these young men are going to play club, that'll start soon for them.
I want to get a good showing on tape for the college coaches out there who are watching from across the province and beyond, as that one goes up and over from number 7. That is Bradley Jansen.
That's a good side out for Roster, and they're a good first pass, and they were able to capitalize. They'll go back to serve 4, serving 8.
And it will be Eli Enns. Big high attempt, and that one floats all the way back to Moose Jaw. Out of bounds. Service error is so important in a situation like this, when the medal's on the line.
Especially when you're down, it's really, really important to put that ball into play.
This one smartly called there by Enns as he gets the point back on the service error. Do you think he meant to go that high? It had a lot of flash and flare to it.
No, he just hit the ball a little bit behind himself.
Here comes VCA, tipped into the backcourt. Enns will get that ranging back. Matrudik up, and it will be over, but out of bounds.
Shout out there to number 9, Jesse Wood. That's a great hustle. That ball was pretty far out of play. Smart to just, get up there, get back there, and play the ball high and give his team a chance to get under it. Unfortunately, that third contact just out.
Ryan Jenny blows the whistle. Game on. Here comes the service into the back row. Here comes the setup. Quick spike, and that'll get the job done. Right at the net is number 8, Jeshua Bandit.
Yeah, that's the difference again. Roster and just starting to improve their passing. That was a good timeout by the head coach there. The last 3 passes in a row have been nice and up to the setter, giving him some options.
Left side, Bradley Jansen with the serve up towards the net, and just spiking it down a la a basketball move is Zephyrin Baird. That will send Zephyrin back to the service line. He wears number 11. He's a 6'2" middle in grade 11 at VCA. The attack goes to Zephyrin. This will be a free ball coming from Seth Neufeld.
Oh no.
Wood, nice job to save that. The tip attempt is into the tape and back into the hands of Nick Elder, and that'll be a VCA point.
Yeah, that's just a passing error there, forcing their setter too tight into the net. He's, got to keep him off. The setter's a little bit shorter there on Roster, and got to keep him out of the net. And
Baird's second attempt will sail into the bottom of the net. He'll come off in favor of the libero, number 16, Asher Redikoff in that white jersey. Again, Roster not electing to use the libero today. The pass is up, and it is good. Enns will take that. Here comes Wood with the setup. Back for Enns. The spike. Ooh. Handled it. He almost had it. Good effort on the back end from Sean Jensen.
That's a great swing there by number 11, Eli Enns. Big, tall player, nice arm action. When he reaches up, he's just right over top of that block.
Here comes the setup from Yazianek, rather.
Back
row. Tipped up, over. Taken there by Seth Neufeld. Here's the setup. Tipped. Kept alive. It's back on their side. Communication, not an issue there for Roster. There's the spike, and that one will find some tape. That is Carter Enns.
Yeah, lots of little battles at the net there, back and forth between these two teams. Resulted in a Lions point, 13 serving 8.
Hosler looking for a bronze medal in this SBHAA, so many letters, provincial championship here at the university. And this will send Rostern back to the line. It'll be Jeshua Bandit. He wears number 8. He is a grade 11 student, plays middle mostly. Set up to the far side. Wood
Left-handed swing.
Should have left that perhaps was Neufeld, but they're going to recover. Back up over the net from Yazianik. Wood with the setup. Here's Enns. Blocked at the net, touched and into the third row. Good job by VCA to handle the attack.
Yeah, I was just about to say the Lions are going to have to come up with an answer for number 11 Enns there. He's just being pretty dominant out there on the left side, but they were able to shut the door on that one.
Wood pushes it up, back row attack coming, blocked at the net but out of bounds. Nice effort from Carter Enns. Rostern working with 3 grade 12 students in their lineup. Wood, Jansen, and Jevin Hogan, who has not yet seen the court. On the other side, VCA has only 1 grade 12, and that is Seth Neufeld, who wears number 12. So both these programs set up for success perhaps in the years to come, next year at least. That one's just too low.
Yeah, just it's really tough when the ball is on the net like that. I think these teams need to just a little bit better job of keeping the ball off the net for their setter.
Jesse Wood with a standing serve and coming back over the net from Sean Jansen. Wood with the setup. Eli Enns down the line. Is it in? It is out of bounds. They're going to call a touch though.
Yep.
And that will preserve the service for Wood.
Rostern crawling their way back into this game here. They were down, I think, by about 5 or 6 points. They're back within 2, 12 serving 14. Set number 1.
Getting awfully close to coach's timeout, I would imagine. See what happens here in the next couple of attempts. This one is going to go up. It is ranging way back. Good job from Wood.
Yeah.
Up and over, keeps this one alive. That's really close to the net. Nice recovery from the VCA side. Is there going to be a call? They thought about it. And the Lions will get the ball.
Rostern not happy with that call. They believe the Lions were on the net. Again, shout out to the setter, number 9, Jesse Wood. Great hustle there to the backcourt to keep his team alive in that rally.
Carter Enns wears number 7. He will go back to serve. First offering is into the front row. Here comes Wood with the setup, back for Enns. Spike is through a couple of players, unable to come up with it is Ari Guggenheimer.
Yeah, so unfortunately for Rostern, Eli Enns has just rotated into the back row, so he won't be able to be lethal at the net for another few rotations. We'll see if they utilize him with some back row attacks at all.
Last time he had a service error, sent the ball way too far. Let's see what he does this time.
No
wow,
mistake
connected
there.
on that one. Way too far on the return, back into the other side. And that, unfortunately, will end the serve as Nick Elder sails it high and far. Wow, he connected with that ball, did he not?
Yeah, that was a great serve. 16-13.
Looks like a young Shelby Adams out there. Wood with the setup, a back row attack coming. Big block, and everybody had ranged up way too far. No one was home to catch any form of block.
Yeah, that's a big swing. Great block there by the Lions. Rostern needs to shake that one off.
Seth Neufeld, as we mentioned, the lone grade 12 student on the VCA Lions. He has the ball in his hand. He is a southpaw. There it comes. And just outside, out of bounds. Back and forth we go. The pendulum of momentum swinging. Number 1, Dmitry Matrunik back to serve. His first offering into Seth's waiting hands. The spike ends. Just couldn't quite close his hands on that.
Yeah, Rostern needs to try to get up there and get a touch and slow that ball down. Lions have some great offense there. Just need to get a bit of a soft block and slow that ball down for the back row players. Great pass
Wood,
there. Great
quick
run.
Spike. Tipped up and over. Rally continues. Nick Elder with the setup for Enns. Here comes the Lions one more time. Far side. Enns will bring that
great
one.
Pass,
great pass.
Great dig.
Wood, textbook. Blocked at the net. Recovering. Are the Rostern Longhorns. Big spike off the arm and into the fourth row.
Well, that answers my question about whether or not they'll be utilizing ends in the back row, and they certainly will be. He is clearly effective from anywhere on the court.
Shout out to the fan in the 5th row who just elected to put it back into play. This is great reflex from one of the Barons. Here comes the setup, quick spike, right down. Is that in? It is. 19-15. If you're Rostern, is this not an opportunity to call a timeout? To maybe slow things down a bit?
Yeah, within a point or two here. Shout out there, number 11, Baird. Again, just great arm action out of the middle. He's back to serve.
This ball is up. It's going to be a free
oh,
ball
no.
and just a misplay from Jesse Wood. And you see his frustration as he throws his hands up in the air.
Yeah, Rostern needs to do their best to shake these off. We don't want those mistakes, but you know they will happen. You got to watch that body language and you know keep that frustration in. It can be deflating for a team.
Here comes Wood, a chance to make it up. Great setup there.
There it
That's
is.
off in hand and out of bounds. An easy point for Nick Elder. Nick Elder, a left side, grade 11 student, wears number 2. He will go back to serve. 20-16 is the score. 20-16. Now one down, out of bounds. That'll be a 17th point for Rostern. So 17 serving 20 right now. We'll update the score bug on your screen. 17 serving 20. Rostern with 17 points, looking to make it 18 here.
Whoa!
Big spike. That's going to go right to perfect positioning. Ends with a chance to end it, and he does.
Yeah,
oh, but there is a
he's on
call
the net.
there. He was all over the net.
Yeah, he knows. As soon as he landed, shook his head, he knew he was on the net.
What
Lions
a setup.
will serve.
21-17. Again, we'll update the score bug on your screen. 21-17 for the Valley Christian Lions, who are serving, and that one sails into the net to make it 21-18.
We don't have our stats play-by-play folks here this evening, but I believe that's about at least 3 serves for the Lions. 3 free points they've given away tonight.
Yeah, I've got it at about 3-2 right now. A couple of misses on the Rostern side as well. That goes way too far. To the far side, Neufeld will send it up and over. Ends with a chance to end it. He does!
He's just coming alive. I think he's just hitting his stride here in set number 1. I think we're going to see a lot more from Ends in set number 2. Lions will obviously key on him as a star firepower for Rostern.
Joshua Bandit is the serve.
Goal! Yeah!
Keeps it alive. Another chance. Off the hand. That one's going way too far, and that will end the threat. Carter Ends with the attack.
Shout out to number 2 for Rostern, Nick Elder. Heck of a dig there. Just diving, sacrificing the body there. That one hurt, but great dig.
Ari Guggenheimer back to serve. Slow start. Wood up for Ends. He's got a great line on it. That's inbounds. My, oh my.
Yeah, Ends is fired up here. He was trying to get his team back into this as they're down by 2 points here. They're not giving up. I like the scrappiness of this team.
Up towards the net.
Tip.
Left-hand tip. This one.
Setter's out.
Ends. Big attack. Is that going to touch line? And it does. We are back within a point. And I think Rostern's feeling it as you see number 9, Jesse Wood, go back to the service line with a nice fist pump. He's ready to go.
Yeah, you can see the momentum shift here in this game, Daryl. It was kind of all Lions. It's starting to sway in favor of Rostern here.
There's Ends off the tip, and that will tie the game up. And I'm surprised at this point that VCA has not called a timeout.
I was just going to say, I'm anticipating the Lions will call a timeout here at any point. Head coach
not yet.
Heads up to the line, talk to his team.
Nice adjustment
Great
there to keep
dig.
it alive. It's still going. Pushing it up and over is Wood. Into the back row. Here comes the setup. The attack. Nicely done. Good reply there. Sean Jensen.
I mean, this is what I love about provincial volleyball. It's back and forth. Both teams want it. They'll be fighting right to the better end here.
23-22 as Carter Ends goes back to the line. 2 points away from an opening set victory if they can get this done. Wood with the setup. Ends blocked at the net. Nicely done. It's going to be a free ball. Miscommunication there. Did get it over. Jansen one more time. Double touch. Is he going to get credit for it? He is.
Yeah, 2 hits called on number 11 there for the Lions. He just, patted his chest. My bad, I know. ties the game up 23 apiece. Enns will go back to serve. We know he's 1 for 1 on his serves tonight. We'll see how serve number 3 goes.
1 for 2. He sent one.
1 for 2, sorry,
One really long and
2 for 3.
There we go.
Oh no!
Touched, and that is the whole court called out, and Jeshua Bandit just could not get out of the way.
You know, I really like this setter for roster number 9, Jesse Wood. He's saying, that's okay, boys, that's okay. You know, he's trying to calm his team down. That's what you need out of a setter. You need those great leaders, guys that are going to take control of their team. So I really like to see that.
Seth Neufeld with a chance to end it. Bandit for Wood. Enns will just set it up and over.
Yeah.
Neufeld one more time. Here's the setup. Off the block, out of bounds, and that'll do it.
Yeah, I wish Enns would have swung on that one. He knew it was game point, so he just opted to free ball, set it over, but he should have just probably taken a swing. Can't get much closer than that for first game.
VCA survives. Ty Yazianek with the game-winning point, 25-23. We will switch sides, and we will bring you the play-by-play description of set number 2. But what an impressive, scrappy effort from both sides.
You know what, Daryl? It wouldn't surprise me if we go 3 here tonight. I can't see roster rolling over and giving up two sets here without a fight, so it wouldn't surprise me if we head into a 3rd set tonight.
Just got started too late.
Yeah, for sure. I believe the nerves of the first half before roster woke up a bit and started executing. Have a look at some of the highlights on your screen here.
Great attacks. The attacks were flawless.
Yeah, very good offense from both teams. A little bit of improved net play is probably what they're going to want to see here.
And closing in on those blocks.
For sure.
Really closing their hands. The fundamentals, getting back to basics.
Fundamentals. Roster's going to want to continue to pass because when they get that pass, they can set up ends out of the middle or the left side. Well, right side as well, actually. He's swinging from anywhere on the court. I do think roster needs to work hard at not showing that body language. It's it's very emotional. You're very excited, passionate. You want to be here, but again, you just need to stay optimistic and positive for your team. And just be the leaders and show that body language in a positive and optimistic way.
Well, what a confidence! What confidence you have to have in your team. If you're Roger Schultz in VCA, you gave up a big lead. You tied things up. He never called a timeout. He wasn't shouting instruction or jumping up and down. We've seen that before. He just patiently waited for his team to get things done.
At this point, it's just execution, right? You're no more time, no more practices left for this year. It's going to be what it's going to be, and he had faith that his team could come back and win that set number 1. They did. We were surprised he didn't call a timeout there, but his team was able to just rally and and cooler heads prevailed.
All right, so we are almost set for the 2nd set. Again, Shelby set off the top. It is a best of 3.
Lions will start serving this one.
It is do or die.
They're
for roster.
Currently doing the YMCA down there on the courts. Is staying warm, I suppose, Daryl.
Teaching young men to dance since 1979. Saw the Village People perform one time at the top of the Riv in Las Vegas.
Oh no!
It is everything you'd hope it would be.
That's not the start that the Lions are looking for here in set number 2. As that serve just goes out of bounds. Rostern takes first lead of this match.
Jeshua Bandit back to serve. We are in the early stages of the 2nd set here. That one's going to go too far. Party ball, and it just missed it. Off the fingertips of Carter Enns, too far out of bounds.
Yeah, Rostern got lucky on that one. That was a bit of a party ball. Probably should have been down to the attack line, but just off the fingertips of the Lions player.
Standing serve from number 8, Jeshua Bandit. Here comes the setup quick set.
You know where it's going.
Enns block out of bounds. Couldn't range over far enough was the libero. Number 16, Asher Redekop. In the early going, 3-0 is the lead.
Lions blockers can start to cheat over to the left side there. They know where that ball's going.
Rostern Junior College, Valley Christian Academy. Locked in a heated bronze medal matchup at the 3A Provincials here in Regina, Saskatchewan, at the Center for Kinesiology, Health and Sport at the university. Big setup, Enns!
Ooh.
Got it.
Yeah, so the
line judge has...
Well, she originally called it in.
She called it in, then she called it out.
The referee says it's out.
Ryan Jenny said no. Curtis Brzezinski said yes. Finally, the dust has settled. It is 3-2.
The ball was out. That's a good call.
That is a good call. Wood, Enns, Out of bounds. No mistake on that one.
Yeah, I understand why Rostern is leaning so heavily on ends, but they do have to try to diversify their offense a bit here because, again, the Lions are just over there waiting, putting a 2 or 3 man block on ends. There we
Wood.
go.
Goes to someone
Uh-oh,
else. The whistle
someone's
has
on the
called
net.
this.
Lions are on the net. Point for the Longhorns.
That'll bring Jesse Wood up to serve. His team trailing by 1. Chance to tie. Here comes the setup. The attack blocked at the net, out of bounds.
4 hits.
4 contacts.
Rostern takes a 2-point lead here in set number 2.
Let's see what they have in terms of a reply into the center court. Ends.
Nice set. That's
Nice.
a great shot. Great cut. Free
Reddick
ball. Libero will push. Oh, somebody's on the net here.
we have here. Was it Jesse Wood? Number 9. A little confusion on the roster inside. Either way, it is going to be a VCA point, and the score is now 5-4. Carter Ends, the left side grade 11 student, will be back to serve, wearing just 1 knee pad. Interesting move. Ends blocked at the net. Got in and over. He will go back to the service line with a 2-point lead.
Lions just seem to be a little bit flatter this set here. Not quite the fire we saw in set number 1. We'll see if they can come back and launch an attack here.
And Ends, it's a high risk, high reward. That time it was a risky move. He sailed it right into the net.
Lucky
Gives up
break for the
point, doesn't
Lions.
serve, yep. Grade 12 student Seth Neufeld will be the next to serve. He wears number 12. Chance to tie. Pushed up. He ran a long way to
Ooh,
hit
4
that ball. He's
hits.
blocked in the net.
Rostern doesn't like the call. They believe there was a touch on the block.
We are all tied up at 6.
Daryl, with this being high school volleyball, I'll bet you $20 when the score goes to 6-7, the students all start yelling
Oh.
6-7
And
in
then-
the crowd.
And then I say 5-3-0-9 and everybody looks at me.
Here we go. Let's have a look, see if they'll do it. They did it yesterday. I still don't know what it means, but
Nobody knows what it means.
it's a thing.
But it's provocative and it gets the people going. You missed my Jenny. 8675309.
Oh, I got it. I just
Okay.
wasn't that funny.
Back row attack from Ends, and that'll go too far. It was funny.
Ends with a few unforced errors here in set number 2. I think Wood, number 9 setter there, needs to tap into some of the other offensive talent on his team here. Give Ends a bit of a breather.
Here comes Wood. Pushes to the
There we go.
outside. There's the attack. Setup coming. Into the back row. Ends will handle that. Fielded. Into back row attack coming from Ends.
Ooh.
Oh, Neufeld got every piece of that.
Lions are on the net here.
What is the
Point
call?
will go to Rostern.
Oof. That's 2 in the early going of set number 2. Positioning so important. Back to serve will be Dmitry Matrunik. Running start.
Ooh, that's
into the
out.
back row and too far.
Yeah, Rostern just being plagued a bit by unforced errors in this set. I believe they've had about four unforced errors here in their 9 points. That's almost 50% of their the points they've given away.
Here comes VCA with a 2-point lead as Sean Jansen. Wood tried to get a hold of that, couldn't. Ends will just bump it up and over.
Oh.
Miscommunication.
Yeah, it's a smart play, just a short free ball there. Position 2, setter is expecting somebody else to get it. Back row thought setter should get it, and the ball just hits the floor clean.
Brad Jansen with a chance to tie it up.
Whoa.
Whoa. Not exactly
That's
fielded
a
clean, but that's all right. He
Gracious
survived
one
it.
from the
Ends
ref there.
tipped off the hands of number 11, Zephyrin Baird, and that will tie this game at 9 apiece. Back to serve once again, Brad Jansen. Nice clear communication
what
that
a
time.
great
Zephyrin
run,
Baird
great
will
run.
end the threat. And notice the difference in communication from the previous volley to this.
Yeah, that's a great run there. Rostern just didn't quite follow their hitter there. Nice little slide or step play from the Lions.
Zephyrin Baird, he was great at the service line in set number 1. See what he can do here as Ends puts it up and over. Back row attack coming from Enns. Neufeld handles it in the back row. Redekop up and over.
Oh,
see what they can
boy.
do here. Tipped up. Neufeld towards the net. Guggenheimer wearing number 4. He's been pretty effective as that one goes off the hands of Neufeld, not a pounds.
What a great rally. You know, one thing I'm impressed with the Lions is they really try to avoid free balls at all possible. They pretty much try to hit the ball no matter where it is on that third contact, and that's really, really great to see. They're just trying to make something out of nothing, even when it's, you know, an out-of-system play.
Nick Elder with the serve. Neufeld set up. Guggenheimer. We
Who's
have
on
a
the net?
whistle. And that is
Rostern's
meant to
on
be
the net.
I think that is the second charge to Jesse Wood in the second set. If you're just joining us, VCA took the opener 25-23. A win here would secure them a bronze medal. Rostern trying to make sure that that does not happen. Tip is up, off the hands, into the gates, and that'll hit the exit door. 11-11 now the score. Make a wish. Nick Elder passes the ball over to Jeshua Bandit, standing serve. Neufeld.
Nice pass.
Redekop, tipped up and over. Too far, dangerous. Oh. And I'm surprised that Neufeld didn't go up on the net on that one for a blocker, an easy kill. Elected to hang back, and that ball
Woods
just came
just
to
tiptoeing along the net there, trying to keep his body out of the net.
Bandit again.
Trouble. Oh!
What a recovery, and oh my goodness, Carter Enns.
Oh, that's going to make sports highlights tomorrow, Daryl. That was pretty impressive. Right place at the right time. Great athleticism by the Lions setter there.
Guggenheimer is the one to serve. This one's going to go to Enns. Cross court, out of bounds. I don't think he got exactly what he wanted on it. It looked like it came off the outside of his hand.
Yeah, it kind of looked like he was falling backwards a little bit as he was hitting that. Just body control wasn't quite there.
13-12 the score. Enns
sets off.
up and over. Neufeld, nice push there. Free ball. Back row attack coming. He
nice shot.
Ranged over to get that quite a far ways. And that's a dunk by Enns.
That's a shout out to the Lions setter there. That's a really great set. He's back row, so the ball was tight to the net. He probably wants to get up and tip or push that ball deep, but he's smart enough to know he's in the back row and he'll be called on it.
Great little service run here from Guggenheimer. Enns looking to try to end it, and the block at the net, and Enns, oh my goodness, Carter Enns has come to life. And so have his VCA Lions, and that'll draw a timeout from the Rostern side. 15-12 the score.
Yeah, if you're just tuning in and couldn't see the score, you would absolutely know who's winning right now. Lions are fired up. Their energy, they're positive, and they're jumping up and down. They're celebrating. Rostern is clearly having a bit of a struggle here midway through set number 2. You can see the frustration mounting. They just need, cooler heads prevail, and they have to work on not letting their emotions get the best of them here in set number 2. It happens, shake it off, and just get ready for the next serve. And just, Rostern needs those leaders to keep their squad positive and in this game.
And immediately following this, we will have a play-by-play description of the gold medal matchup, which will see Regina Christian take on Briarcrest. An interesting thing about this, Shelby, is that Regina Christian won the conference title. Briarcrest returned and won the regional title, so this is the rubber match tonight.
That'll be exciting.
We got an
Bragging rights on the line.
Absolutely. Pride as well. We got a lot of pride on the court right now as we go back to work. 15-12 in favor of VCA. Trying to take home a bronze medal tonight. Party ball off the hands. Couldn't quite squeeze him. Zianek.
That's exactly what I'm talking about with Rostern. They know they can do it. They can play with this Lions team. Just having those cooler heads, they looked a lot calmer in that rally. Hopefully that timeout has settled them down a bit. Great serve. Ooh.
Neufeld up for Wood. Ends a little bit of a free ball there. Here come the VCA Lions. That's going to find some line. It does. Point credit goes to Sean Jansen.
It's a nice shot there just down the line to position 1. It's a nice effective roll shot. Not overly hard, just a great spot on the court.
It's been interesting to see this VCA side because they go in streaks. They put up a bunch of points, then they let the opponent back in if they can find a way to close. they're going to win a lot more games next year as that one goes off the hands of Neufeld high into the protective screening.
Yeah, he wants that one back. He knows he can dig that ball all day long, just off the side of his arm and out of bounds.
Eli Enns will go back to the line. He is a grade 11 student. Where's number 11? Left side. Done a lot of the damage for this roster inside.
Oh, no.
There is yet another service error from that young man. He is now
Let it go.
2 for 5.
Roster
one
only
into the net
down.
too long.
They're only down by 3. This is anybody's game at this point.
Seth Neufeld up and over. Here comes Wood with the setup. Quick set. Good recovery from VCA rather. Let's see what they can do here. The
Nice
boys in
set.
blue back to the attack, and that is just too far. It looked beautiful.
Yeah, that was a good run. Just out. That was pretty darn close.
Nick Elder got everything he wanted on that except for the back line.
No, shout out to, Elder there. He's not the tallest guy on the court, but he's got some sick hops out there.
Oh, look at you try to sound like you're young and hip. Back row attack, blocked at the net. You are so with it.
Thanks, Daryl.
You're welcome.
I try.
Work
Enns
too
is
hard.
going to need to, he's going to need to rein it a little bit. He's making some unforced errors here. He's got to put this team on his back and do what he can do here.
Back row attack, here comes Enns.
There it is.
Neufeld, nice pass up.
Great
Redekop
block.
resetting. Great job to reset quickly there. Zephyrin
Ooh.
Baird had that last attack. Tipped up. Uh-oh, we've got another whistle and
Oh,
on the net one more
no.
time. He's looking around surprised, but Dmitry Matrunik is going to get called on the net.
Yeah, that's tough. Those
That
are
is
not the
6
calls.
on the net calls in set
Yeah,
number 2.
Those aren't the ones you want. You know, if you're going to lose, you want a team to beat you, not sort of beat yourself with unforced errors and things like that on the net.
They're VCA now 5 points away from a bronze medal, and they can feel it. Elder that time didn't get quite the same contact he had in the previous attempt, but that one's much more effective and will earn the point. And Matrunik has a chance to make up for being on the net a little earlier with the ball in his hand at the service line.
Roster needs to get a couple here and get back into this game, 15 serving 20.
Matrunik with the serve. Neufeld. The setup is coming. Nice attack into the back row. That's going to go too far.
Oh,
Deflects to set it
great
back
dig.
over. Ends.
Oh, good
keeps
job.
it alive. VCA one more time. Zephyrin
is-
Baird with the push. He could have hit that ball.
Yes.
Blocked at the net, out of bounds, and that is going to be a Rostern point.
Right on there, Elder. Way to go after that ball. You know, you're down. It's in the back of your mind a little bit. Your team's had some unforced errors. He's like, no, I'm getting up there. I'm swinging away, and he gets the point. That's exactly what you have to do at this point in the game.
Great first pass.
Back.
Back row attack coming.
Free ball. Let's see
Wood,
what they do.
Back row for Ends. Got a
Yes.
piece of it, and it'll fall for a point.
Yeah, Rostern's not giving up. They're a scrappy team.
Just able to get it through the arms of Baird and Yaz Yannick.
Got to give a shout out to those small town teams, Daryl. They
A lot of pride.
a lot of pride and work hard to be here.
Guggenheimer.
Oh.
And are we getting a carry call? Double contact.
Yeah, 2 hits, contact. That's a lucky break for Rostern as they pull within 2, 18
Right.
serving
And-
20.
And once again, we've seen a 5-point lead become just 2. So we carry on here in what could be the home stretch. Blocked out of bounds. Didn't get quite the right angle on it. Jeshua Bandit. Or Banday.
Not sure. Lions
Check my inbox, see if his grandma's written in.
run it.
Big contact at the net, and there is Bandet. Banday, either way, it's a point.
That's a great run for number 8 there. Bandit, he was just hungry. He was swinging hard at that one. He wants the point. Boom.
Great
Rostern within 2 here.
Great description, Shelby. Some of your strongest work.
Thank you.
Guggenheimer blocked at the net, out of bounds. Got a little lucky because Jansen had ranged up just a little bit too far, cheating. 22-19, now 3 points away from taking home a bronze medal.
Rostern got to make a move here. They got to make this next point count.
This is who you want at the line. It's been most effective, Zephyrin Baird.
Right on.
And a great reply from Nick Elder. Nick Elder's quickly becoming one of my favorite players on the court
I
here.
was just going to say, I really like this Elder. He just goes hard. Can see the competitive spirit coming out in him tonight.
Quick push.
Oh, no.
And a miscommunication. Didn't get all he wanted on it. Carter Enns just touched the tape.
Yeah.
Ball fell right, and when things are going
It's a tough
your
bounce.
way, when things are going your way, you're lucky to be good to be lucky.
Yeah, I'm surprised Rostern's not calling a timeout here. I don't believe we've had any timeouts at all in set number 2. Oh, well, we should have one here.
And there's a service. I'll call that a reception error. It might be called a service ace on the scoreboard. 24-20, 1 point away.
No
timeout.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Ty Yazianek with a chance to win it. Spins the ball.
Oh, no.
And that is going to go too far, and they'll flood the court. The Valley Christian Academy Lions are 2025 3A Boys Volleyball Provincial Champions.
Yeah, that's a great game, Daryl. Shout out to Rostern there. That's a great battle. Just in the end, came up a little bit short. But as you said, the Lions are 3A Saskatchewan High School Athletic Association volleyball champions.
Congratulations to both sides. It is an incredible feat just to make it to this point and to battle it out in a hard-fought final after a hard weekend of volleyball. Congratulations to both these towns, both these teams. For Shelby Adams, I'm Daryl Rummel. Thank you for being with us. If you're sticking around, we've got the gold medal matchup. That is Briarcrest taking on Regina Christian coming up after warm-ups in about 15 minutes' time. Thank you for being with us, and good night from Regina.